7 questions with Steve and Brad. 7 questions with Steve and Brad.
It's another episode of 7 Questions with Steve and Brad.
7 questions. Here we go. Evan Hofer in the house.
It looks like you were blocking your ears because you knew I was going to be loud, but then you pushed your earpieces in. That doesn't help.
That's right. I had to push him in, bro. Come on.
He just wants to hear you clear.
I want to hear you.
I know. I tried not to go too far into the higher.
No, that was good.
Range.
7 questions.
7
we have
questions.
A special guest today.
Hello, Evan.
Hi,
we have Evan with us.
Good to see
you.
you.
If you haven't heard the podcast with Evan, you should because it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right,
Evan, how you doing, brother?
Doing wonderful. Doing wonderful.
Awesome. Love it.
Since you've been on the show, what is the kindest and the meanest thing you've heard said about you or your character since you joined the show? You are on social media, so I'm sure some of these things got to you.
Oh, the kindest thing anyone said. Someone said something really kind to me the other day. They actually watched a movie I did called Run the Race, and they were like, it's really cool to see you play someone so the opposite of Dex. And I was like, cool, thank you. Someone noticed.
Yeah, I'm an actor. Thanks so much.
But people have a hard time realizing that sometimes.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, thank you, range.
That's
Yes,
awesome. There you go. Hashtag range. All right.
The meanest thing. It wasn't even that mean. It was just when it had just been announced. I hadn't even aired yet. It had just been announced that I was starting the show. And some woman, I believe her name was Carrie, I remember because my friends and I joke about this still, found my Instagram. Not the GH, found mine, commented on the article of me and said, quote, big deal. Like, big deal. I'm like, Carrie, why'd you find me for this?
Because you're a big deal.
Maybe I was reading a tone that wasn't there.
Question number 2. In real life, have you ever had a nemesis?
Yes.
Yes, he has.
I love
Ladies
this.
and gentlemen.
I love this. The reaction, you know when you're going to get a good answer.
Oh, no, this is a good one.
Uh-oh.
This is a good one.
You want to know how much of a nemesis? So much that I will not name his name because I don't want to give him any hype. No free hype.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I had this nemesis growing up who was always, I'll be honest, it felt like he was always just a little better than me at every sport.
Was he great at basketball? Was that the problem?
Yes. Yeah. He's playing
Okay.
Okay.
No.
All right. So you had a sports nemesis, a guy.
I had a sports nemesis who was always on my team too, which we won. But I was always like, man, he's just, and he was always like, big man on campus type of thing. And I'm like, he had no idea he was my nemesis.
Oh, that's even better. It's a little sadder, but it's better.
It's definitely sad. It's not like we were competing.
Right.
Question number 3. I imagine eating in Kansas and California is probably very different. So what is the best thing about California food, but also the best thing about eating food in Kansas?
Best thing about California food is you can get anything you want any time of day. Right? Perfect. So anytime I work out of town or I'm back in Kansas, everything's closed at 8:30 or 9 p.m.
Yeah, you can't DoorDash crap.
And you get off set at midnight, you're done.
You're done.
And so being able to get anything you want here, there's also incredible, we have, I never had Thai food in Kansas.
Sure.
Yellow curry. Had Indian food last night, stuff I never was exposed to.
Right.
Best thing about Kansas, barbecue.
Yeah.
Sure.
Barbecue and fried chicken. I cannot get barbecue here. There's some
barbecue
all
so
right,
good.
but it's so hard.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm going to Kansas City this weekend, so I'll be getting some barbecue.
Where should he eat?
Gates barbecue.
Gates. We always go to Gates.
Yeah, they yell at you.
Yeah. They yell at
the people at Gates yell at you, or the people in Kansas yell at you to go to Gates?
No, the people at Gates yell at you when you order. It's just, what do you want? And you're like, I don't. I'll be like,
That's awesome. Next question. Evan, if people visit you in your hometown, you kind of alluded to this in the podcast, what is something you have to show them?
Oh, I'm taking you to Sissa Sweets Cookies, my favorite place on earth, to go have her sugar cookies and her double chocolate cookies.
Ooh.
And the M&M cookies.
Oh boy.
And all the cookies.
So you seem like you have a bit of a sweet tooth.
Oh, it's my only vice. I would say sugar's my only vice. I love a baked. My mom is a hell of a baker.
Yeah.
Her nickname is Sweet G, so we got her an apron that says Sweet G's Bakery.
Oh, nice. That. Okay. Well, if you're looking for any other vices, we can help you with that.
I'll let you know.
Don't do it, Evan. Don't hang out with this guy. It's not good for your liver.
What's the one thing you would save from a house fire, not including people or animals?
Bradford, I don't know if you know this. My house I grew up in actually burned down.
Oh gosh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No. I
close
make
to
a
home.
lot of jokes about it. It's okay, but that was a great set.
Oh gosh, okay.
I should have gotten you so much better there than I did.
Oh yeah.
What's the one thing, not including people or animals?
Right. Yeah. Is there a single pair of shoes on that rack behind you that you would need?
Let them burn.
Okay.
I have a big thing about, because of that, I have a big thing about replaceable. I
Sure.
have, it'd be hard. I have my grandpa's dog tags from when he was in the army. He was a medic. And then
Awesome.
I have my grandma's stand mixer that we used to bake with together. So
Cool.
Wow. So that would be a heavy haul. Out
Oh
there.
yeah,
Those
that's
things are
that's not a quick one.
no. Wow. Wow.
Okay, this question's whatever, Bradford.
Well, no. I okay.
I'm going to change it.
Okay.
Evan, if you found $100 bill on the street, what's the first thing you think to do with it?
It
At first, he said a $5 bill.
Well,
I'm like,
because
it's
in
not
my head it's like, oh,
1922.
in my head I can get a beer at the bar. I can get
That's
like
interesting.
I can get a
$100
Snickers bar. Like, because if you get it's like a $100
Snickers
bill,
bar.
you
You're
start
gonna go.
thinking.
You're gonna walk into a place and go get a Snickers bar.
Well, no,
I
I'm
like
just
that
saying.
I like that we know Bradford gets a 5 and he's like, "Ooh, Snickers time."
Snickers and a beer.
Well, no, but you know what I'm saying. Like, that's
do
like
we
a because that question leads to like simple pleasures versus
Okay,
like.
so okay, no, but
do you
I
know what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
So wait, so for $5, what am I doing with it?
All right,
Well, 'cause,
so go
like,
ahead.
if you-
Let's go back to the 5.
If you found a $100
Sure.
bill, you're like, oh, I should put this in my savings account. No, if you find a
was
$5
gonna say,
bill,
that's
it's
what
like,
I was
what? I can go to Chuck E. Cheese. I can do like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the first thing that like? Because in $5, you're not worried about like maybe giving it to the person that lost it. It's just like, oh, now I have an opportunity to do what with this small amount of cash.
Yeah, Steve.
I put a lot of thought into
$5.
these questions. Jeez.
Apparently, you're very passionate about this fight. So I'm going to say, go ahead and answer the $5 question.
$5. Ooh. You know what's funny is that you said Snickers. I do love a Snickers.
I mean,
Do you?
It's a best candy
great-
bar.
It's
Is it the
perfect.
best?
It's perfectly balanced.
Oh, it hits all the notes.
Yeah, it's pretty
Exactly.
good.
Thank
It
you.
is good.
Ooh, either that or a
Yeah.
smoothie. I do love a smoothie.
Ooh,
But I don't know,
that's
we're
a
in LA.
good
I don't know
one.
if can I get a smoothie for $5 in LA?
Probably
not.
Well, that's the thing. You might just put it in the nearest donation tin because you can't do anything with it.
That's right.
$5 anymore.
In LA, no, you're not
Yeah.
doing anything.
Well, and
Doesn't go
also that's a
far.
nice thing.
I
to
mean, you
do,
get
but-
about 15 minutes of free parking for $5.
That's true.
on
That's
the
true.
street.
Yeah.
So, you know.
All right, maybe it was a faulty question. How
Yeah,
about a 20?
let's
Last question, most important question. Are you excited for the Metro Court pool to reopen?
Okay. So
Wait, is this the guy who parachuted in the pool?
No, that was
No,
that
no,
was
that's
different
Jack
guy.
Kelly.
But this is
Oh,
the guy that has to
that's-
be that's the guy that has to be shirtless around it all the freaking
Every
time.
week.
So also I said here's the deal and Eden's gonna kill me because we spend too much time together and she's getting tired of hearing me say that because I open every story with here's the deal.
Here's the deal. Yeah.
But I was actually I've always been very active, always worked out a lot, always been like, yeah, someday I want to be, shirtless on a show. That'd be sick. Got to finally have the opportunity, and then the pool closed, and I'll be honest, I was kind of like, oh, all right. I felt like I was kind of finally getting comfortable with it.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm shirtless for all sorts of different reasons. So
Right.
pool has no bearing on me.
Nope.
I am excited for the pool to open because it'll mean it's warm again.
Right.
I get to do little shallow strokes in the.
How often have you swam in that? Or
Once, just the
wait,
one time.
Okay.
And I felt like I looked so dumb.
There's no good way to do it.
There's
man.
no good way to
It's
swim in
deep,
1 foot,
right?
1 foot of water. How can you swim in that?
Right. Well, you kind of have to do you have to kind of do T-Rex arms along the bottom.
Right, and I'm like trying to, and you're like, and so I love the script. It said they're like, Dex rises up out of the pool, water dripping off his chiseled chest. And I believe the first time I read it, I went, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
And I'm like trying to get out and be like sexy, right? But it's like not very deep. So I'm like,
Right. You crawl like you have to go knees first and
But
it's like
why can't they just make it 3 foot deep?
I think it's
I wonder if it's a weight issue with the amount
I
of
don't
water.
think so because we've had deep pools
Oh,
before.
then I
But it
don't
might
know.
be the set issue with how high the cameras can go up. and
That's
still
true.
shoot you. So
Yeah.
unless they're on a platform.
That's
right?
true.
So
yeah.
anyway, all right.
Yeah, we've had I mean, I don't want to bring up bad memories for Steve, but there's been plenty of plenty of times.
Deep
That-
pools that I've been kicked in.
Deep pools that he's been kicked.
I
in.
hear
Got in the
stories
back
about,
like a dirty dog, kicked to the pool. Huh?
I hear stories about Steve before action scenes running laps around the stage to get the adrenaline up. I hear the push-up stories before your shirtless stuff. I got everything, dog.
100%. 100%.
Wow, that's a nice little black book of secrets.
That's
Oh yeah.
more to come.
Yeah. Evan Hofer, ladies and gentlemen.
7 questions. Evan, thank you,
Thank
brother.
you, everybody.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.